This is Rick Sanchez again, and this is the Amazon SDE test series track. And today we're going to solve the erase problem, the first problem, which is replace all zeros with 5. This was asked in Amazon, and let's see how to solve this. So this is a very simple problem. We'll be given an integer n, and we need to convert all the zeros of n to 5. So suppose, for example, we are given 1004. We have to replace all the zeros with 5, so we have to print 1554. Okay, so in the input we have t test cases. Okay, and each test case contains a single integer n, and we have to print an integer where all zeros are converted to 5. Okay, I hope the input and output is clear. So our task is to complete the function convert 5. This takes an integer n as argument and replaces all the zeros in n5. Okay, so we're pretty clear. We have 100 test cases from 1 to 100, and n goes from 1 to 10,000. So let's see how to solve this. Okay, I'll just remove all of this. Okay, so what should we do? We're given n. Suppose we are given 1004. We have to convert this to 1554. So how are we going to do this? So if you notice, this is the ones place, this is the hundreds place, this is the this is the tens place, this is the hundreds place, and this is the thousands place. Is that fine? And we need to replace all the zeros with 5. So we need to replace the 10th place and the 100th place with 5. How are we going to take this? How are we going to do this? And at the end we have to return another number. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep a place variable and initialize it with 1. So I'm going to take a place variable, and each time what am I going to do? I'm going to find the last digit of n. Okay, and if the last digit of n is 0, I'm going to replace it with 5. If it is not, I'm just going to leave it as it is. Okay, so at the end let me return sum. So for example, I'm going to return 4 into place, 4 into 1, then I'm going to return 5 into 10, then I'm going to return 5 into 100, and then I'm going to return 1 into 1000. So that will be my final number. So let's see how to do this. I'm going to run this while n is true, and I'm going to find the last number doing n mod 10. Okay, I hope this is clear. So this will give us the last digit, and we are going to form a new number called sum. We are going to return this new number. Okay, I hope this is fine. Now we're going to check if the last number is 0. I'm not going to do anything. If the last number is 0, I'm going to replace it with 5. Is that fine? So my sum would be the initial sum that I had plus place into 5. So why place into 5? Currently my place is 1. Okay, so suppose if this was 0, this would be 5. Okay, since this is not 0, let's leave it as it is for now, and let's move on and explain the code properly again. Now if this is not the case, if remainder is not 0, that means if the last digit is not 0, we're not going to do anything. We're just going to replace or add the sum with the same number, like place into the same number, which is remainder. So in this case, in case of 1004, the remainder would be 4 first. Since this is not 0, I'm going to replace sum by 0 plus 1 into 5. Okay, so if you notice, any number is in the form of number into 1 ones place plus number 2 into 10 plus number 3 into 1000 plus dot dot dot. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'll just erase this for now. Okay, and what else am I going to do? At every iteration, I'm just going to change place to place times 10. So this will maintain the places like ones place, tens place, hundreds place, and thousands place. Okay, so at the end, when I'm done with this, I'll have a sum value, which will be the sum plus whatever the value into remainder. Simply, if the last digit is not 0, I'm going to replace it with the same digit. If it is 0, I'm going to replace it with 5. So I hope this is very clear, and I am just going to return the sum. Okay, so let's just use a custom input of 1004 and run this. Okay, so it's still evaluating. Something weird happened. Okay. Okay, so what I did not do is I did not change n every time. So my number was 1004. So in the first iteration, my remainder would be 4, and I would replace n by 10, which would be 1004 by 10, which would be 100. So in the second iteration, I have the number as 100, so the remainder of, like, the last digit would be 0, and since the remainder is 0, I'll add sum into, and now place is tens. Okay, tens place in the first iteration itself. Now we're going here, sum is place 10 into 5, so this is 50. Is that fine? So first I had 4 into 1 plus 5 into 10, then again this is 0, and in the next iteration again it would be this is again 0, this is 100 now, place. So what is my sum? 4 into 1 plus 5 into 10 plus so this is again 0 now, this one was 0, so 5 into 100 plus, and at the end when this goes away it becomes 1 into 1000. I hope this is clear. So this would be 1554, which would be 1554. I think that was what was expected. When we had 1004, we wanted 1554. So let's try and run this once again. Yeah, I would like to. So when we are given 1004, we get 1554, and in case of 121, it's 151. So the sample test cases are fine. So let's try to submit this code. And yeah, we get the correct answer. So if you have any doubts or questions, you can just write them down in the comment section below. I hope this is very clear and understood. So I'll see you again next time in the next video. Thanks.